Discretion is advised.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of 3 Geeks Flix. It is just me, the tech. I am here for you today with a little bit of Geek Feed info. I've been stuck inside due to weather and everything on a gloomy Sunday afternoon and Saturday as well. Also with a broken foot, it's not like I can do much, so I watched movies. There's 5 films that I watched. Some of them we've already talked about. I'm just going to give you kind of a brief idea of what I thought, the number I gave it, and it pretty much lets you know whether you need to see it or skip it. So, first one, Logan. Gave it a 9.5. The muse was right. This was a fantastic movie. It had the gritty, had the raw. It did things that other superhero movies had not done before. It had comedic elements. It had heart-pulling elements as far as all that goes. It was the swan song to the Logan series. Absolutely seeable. Need to check it out. Like I said, at a 9.5, you can't lose. Hugh Jackman was the master and is the master at this and will be for time and time on. Another movie that I saw was Beauty and the Beast. Finally sat down and watched it. I gave that a 9. It was a brilliant, real-life version, live-action version, I guess I should say, of the animated film. It did add elements that were left out in the animated film. Everybody was spot on. I liked Luke Evans as Gaston. Emma Watson as Belle was fantastic. Kevin Kline did a great job. The Beast as CGI did not bother me whatsoever. Also, Ewan McGregor as Lumiere was fantastic. So, all around, fantastic cast, fantastic movie, great for the family. Really doing the musical justice as far as live action goes. It translated seamlessly, so it's definitely a see it at a 9.0. The other films that I saw is I watched John Wick. I gave that an 8.5. It's John Wick 2. I finally got around to seeing it. I know, I'm such a slacker. It was a good film. It was enjoyable. It wasn't the first, but it had its own elements. It definitely did set it up for the third film, so excited to see that as well. Wick 2, just more kicking ass, taking names, and showing what action movies are all about. It didn't quite have the heart-tugging moments as the first film, so that definitely probably waned a little bit on my number for it. Wasn't as fantastic as the first film because it didn't have every single feel in it. But at an 8.5, you can't go wrong. You got to go see it. You got to check it out when it comes out on DVD, however which way you want to do it. Another one, I watched Ghost in the Shell with Scarlett Johansson. Now, I watched the anime when I was younger. Grew up with it. Enjoyed it. It was a great anime, solid anime. The film followed much of it. They kind of changed a few things. It was beautiful. I mean, the cinematography was beautiful. They captured the world well. The one thing that kind of, I hate to say hurt it because this is actually how everything was in the anime. This is a very serious film. It deals with a very serious issue of the soul, or your ghost, so to speak. The action was spot on. Like I said, the cinematography and the CGI was spot on. The acting, you know, they did what they had to do with that film. It was very serious. There wasn't a lot of funny moments. There wasn't a lot of aha moments. There wasn't a lot of heart-tugging moments or anything like that. They didn't completely grab me and pull me in. I had to give this a 6.5 given that. I really wanted it to be a little more emotional with what they were dealing with as far as the storyline. They had an ability to do that. I understand kind of why they didn't go that route, to kind of stay somewhat, I guess, true to the anime. But that is really just kind of the story. It kind of feels cold and stale. And after a while, you're just watching a great shot movie with some great action. so to speak. Last film that I watched, and actually I just finished watching it, and it's one that everybody's like, oh, you know, I'm surprised that you watched that, was Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I did finally sit down and check this one out. It is out on Blu-ray and DVD now. It is an 8.5 to add to the Harry Potter verse. It's great to go back in time and see some of this stuff. Of course, if you haven't watched it yet, spoiler, Johnny Depp at the end with the reveal of who that was Colin Farrell was all the time is kind of such a cool thing that they took two of the bad boys of their time and made him the bad boy of today. So sit down, watch it. Beautifully shot, great CGI, helps you get lost in the world that is Potter. Can't say enough, but it is absolutely enjoyable. And I thought I had the last one. I've got one more. I just watched Passengers with Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt. The movie is not quite what you expected. There definitely is a huge love story involved in this, but it is well worth your time. It does have that drama / thriller, sci-fi, action-esque kind of feel to it. The CGI is beautiful. The acting is solid. Michael Sheen was a great addition with the bartender, the android. Lawrence Fishburne's in it. Just solid cast. You know, they didn't have to have a whole lot of people in it, but given that you have so few people, they really have to carry a movie. And Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence, Michael Sheen and Lawrence Fishburne do a fantastic job. So that is a see it at an 8.5. So wrapping those up, just kind of want to throw those numbers out there in those films. A few you can probably wait for that are in the lower levels, like Ghost. Wait till it comes out on DVD or TV if you do it that way. Unless you just absolutely love the anime and can enjoy it for the story itself and not really the acting. But we really don't have to go into that anymore, and I'm rambling. So check us out on Facebook, 3 Geeks Flix. Give us a like, comment, holler, troll us. You don't do Facebook, we've got Twitter. It's at the number 3 Geeks Flix. That's Flix. Follow there, holler there, troll there. Get involved. You are the third geek. We want to have you on a YouTube show, on a Geek Speak, or anything else to have you sound off and tell us what you think about anything movies as far as what's in the 3 Geeks verse. So, to not really drag this out any longer, appreciate y'all sticking around and stay tuned to the glow of those monitors because we're going to catch you next time. Good night.